As a beginner, it's quite overwhelming to think of such posting every day. Although I finally posted my first video, I think 3 days ago, and as I mentioned there, it took me years to actually just convince myself that it is okay to record. And when I finally did that and actually hit that publish button, I just realized that it took me quite a bit to do just that. Not years, thankfully. Still, I didn't just record, edit, and then just post. Even when it was time to just publish, I was still questioning myself. I was still double checking the video, the settings, just thinking if I have clicked correct settings, or was my video okay? Have I forgotten anything? I don't know if it's just me wanting everything to go smoothly, or just me making every possible excuse to not post, looking for every minute details that might have gone wrong, at least to my thinking. And I do recognize that this is something that I needed to overcome, whether it's perfectionism or just making excuses. Either way, I still have to overcome whatever it is, whatever it was I was feeling. I've thought about a 30-day challenge. It seems like a common thing people do, and I've always been curious. I've always been curious if it was the right amount of day for it to be a habit-forming one, or was it just easy to remember the number, sort of like there is a recall effect. I did look it up, and it's showing that it's not really 30 days, with a range of 18 to 200 plus days. So I guess it is somewhat of the recall effect of 30, why people are choosing it. And maybe because it sits right in the middle range. Not too long and not too short. But I am at a stage where this is very new, and I do recognize the struggle in a way, but still having that desire to continue, because I acknowledge that doing this will be more helpful than not. At least that is what I foresee. And so, from the last upload, noticing what it was like, I can pinpoint what hurdle I needed to get the better of. And for now, that is to not fuss too much about it and just click publish. It does sound simple, just knowing I just have to go to that point where just by knowing that I have done the video to the best of my ability, that that is okay. I may fall short with that ability compared to others, but right now, it's okay. I am at a different stage, circumstance than them. And so maybe with that kind of thinking, with having that goal, it will make me concentrate on just having to produce something every day. And that by doing so, my hope is that I get more comfortable of just posting and not overthink too much. Nobody really cares. For the plan, I'm thinking of posting one video every day for 1 week. Just 7 days. And it does fall short from the minimum range required to form a habit. But for now, habit is not what I wanted formed. But in a way, shifting my mind, my concern from doing things perfectly to being able to have something posted on that day. I'm hoping that it'll show me through the course of the week that nothing seriously bad will happen. That it'll remind me why I'm doing this in the first place. Posting every day does not necessarily mean recording myself every day. At this point, I don't want to constrain myself with that thinking because I feel like it can be quite overwhelming just having that thought of recording myself every day. I still want to be able to have that freedom that if maybe within the day I can think of something to say or share, that even if I have finished one, I can still do another. The goal is just to be able to edit it and have one out there published daily. Because that's a whole different thing. Editing and publishing. Another set of things that you need to think about. Baby steps. One small step at a time. Whatever you may call it. Another challenge with that is coming up with something to talk about. Especially if I'm planning to do this every day. I wonder what people would want to talk about. I think it would be nice to have that conversation. But rambling is fine too. Sometimes releasing one's thoughts is helpful. But the former, I also welcome. We'll see, I guess.